Hey gamers and achievement hunters alike, welcome to today's video. We'll be playing Hourglass, which is a puzzle game with a difference. It has got a lot of Egyptian themes and the story is quite interesting as well. Let's not waste any time and get right into it.
37-year-old archaeologist Arthur McConnor is now missing for more than 2 weeks. His latest expedition in Egypt with...
So basically, what we're working out is there's an archaeologist who never returned from his latest expedition. It sounds like we're the daughter of said archaeologist, and I think what's going to happen is we're going to be going on this adventure to figure out where our father has got to, and basically there's going to be loads of puzzles to do, so I will show you how to do those puzzles. The puzzles use time, recordings and objects to sort everything out, so let's wait till we get into it. Of course, we're rowing in on a boat to start off the adventure. Every puzzle will get increasingly harder as we get further into the game. This is just the intro to introduce you into it, which isn't too hard, to be honest. It's quite basic puzzles and gives us the mechanics of what the game requires us to do. So a nice intro with the Hourglass title there. There isn't much talking going on, so it's not really a narrative game as such, but it's a pretty nice puzzle game. And as you can see, we can't get in the water. I thought I'd test the limits first before we do anything. You know, I like to discover things. Of course, if you want to get straight to the puzzles, I will be putting in some puzzle benchmarks, so you can pretty much just go into the description and find exactly where the first puzzle begins, as opposed to watching all the gameplay if you prefer. Of course, please remember to comment on the video with feedback about this guide video. And today I'm trying new things here to figure out what is good for me as a content creator. You can also like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it and want more videos like this. And please, I'd love to hear from you about any other content you would enjoy. So yeah, let's start with the first puzzle. Pretty straightforward. Pick up the cube, carry it over to the door, put it on the lever and go straight through. Of course, now we've figured out that, oh look, looks like a clue in the distance there. So that's where we have to go next. But how do we get over there? Well, just follow the path, I suppose. Wonder what's down there, eh? Okay, this time we need a cube through the door, but we need to get to the other cube first so we can keep the door open. What you can use cubes that you climb on if they're small enough. So, you know, this pretty much straightforward is about working out what is best. Of course, these puzzles are really easy, so majority of people will be able to get these puzzles. So I do appreciate anyone watching this video, because the puzzles in this video are very straightforward and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work this out. It's the later puzzles that matter. If you would like to skip right into the second video, you can. I have left a link to that up above and also a link in the description too, so you can skip right forward until the first of 3 tokens that we need to claim. course, we're figuring out everything now. It looks like there's some crystals. Ooh, what are these crystals for, eh? They're lit up on this hieroglyph, and they're used for something, so maybe we'll figure out what they're for later. Now we're going for a really long corridor. Okay, now we come to this time record door. This is basically where we first experience time. And as you can see, we're in a darker area and it's recording something. I'm like, what was this to begin with? And then, as you can see, now there's a blue figure walking around. And eventually walks on the door and disappears a second later. So that's when I worked out that pretty much walk into the door, activate it, and leave it running to the end, and then walk through the door once we go back. Of course, with these doors, we always go back to the location that we started through. So, you know, we've got to be quick about this. And we've got to time things correctly so we don't miss out on everything we need. Of course, this one requires us to press a button. And seeing as the button that stayed clicked, obviously we're going to need to use the door at the right time to give us enough time to walk over to the platform. So when you go through the time door, make sure you hold for a few seconds. This gives us, you know, enough time to get to the platform when we go back. I always wait till near the end, that way it gives me plenty of time. You know, no error for judgment there. And there we go. We got across there, across the gap. Okay, so now to another room. We've got cubes. We've got platforms. Looks like we've got a cube with a door. Okay, so we've got to activate the bridge, right? Okay, that's very straightforward. Cool. Okay, well, there's nowhere to go here but a door. Time door. So I'm guessing we have to go for the time door and remove the cube. But of course, make sure you place the cube on the ground. Don't just hold the cube in your hand and let the recording end. Because if you let the recording end before you actually take the cube off, then the cube won't technically move and you've wasted all that time. Of course, we've got another area now. And we've got a block that's too high to jump onto. But there is a raised platform from where we started, so what I've worked out here is I need to move this cube over to the other side. It is quite heavy, so it does take some time. Using the physics that it would be quite heavy to move fast, so there is that. Next up, we've got to use the door again. Always give it a few seconds and then make sure you move the cube. Doesn't matter which way, because if you're standing on it, it doesn't matter too much. So as you can see here, we go on the platform. Oh yeah, our recording is moving us across the room and places us at the other side to allow us to jump onto the raised platform. So now we've got to head up the stairs. Ooh, there's some flowers. Not really important though. Let's move forward here. And let's head through here. Okay. So now we come to another big room that requires us. We need the cube, but it's over there. And the platform gives us some time. But basically what you need to do is you need to press the button and then go straight through the portal. So you could do the time dilation thing whilst on the platform to then pick up the cube and place it on the platform before the recording is up. Alright. Then you next have to press the button again to bring back the platform. First bringing back the cube, which is excellent. And then boom, cube on the button to open up the door to the next area. Okay, so this gap seems quite easy, you just jump over it, not hard at all. And then we get to this area. This area looks quite confusing at first because we've got a cube here already, or we could put it straight on the platform. But no, there's something else you need to do to get this. So this button allows you to raise the platform, so I automatically assumes, right, we need to put the cube on the platform, bring it round so we can get the portal door open and get access to the time dilation door. I don't know what you want to call it, time dilation door, time door, whatever. I haven't really thought about that. You know, I'd love to hear in the comments what shall we name this door, you know, because it's going to be part of the game mechanics for a while. So yeah. The next up, we have to bring the cube round so we can use the cube to jump up. Once up, you need to then go through the time field, pick up the cube, definitely go to the right hand side because you can't jump whilst you're using the cube, and obviously that will reset you back, giving you time to then run to the platform before the cube is placed on it. So as you can see, you do have a good time to actually do this, so no need to rush, but there is an error for margin. And then walking through the caves, not really much puzzles happening here. It looks like a very long cave, and that brings us to what I'm going to nickname the Nexus, which is the central point of the game. This is where we pretty much come back constantly, and the pyramids over there is the end goal of the game. So we're going to make our way over the pyramids. It looks so beautiful in white pyramids, very mysterious, and a platform with 3 gateways leading to 3 areas. And look, there's another recording of our father. So let's go over there and figure out what is he doing here.
After all those years, I finally found it. The Great Gate of Egypt.
Okay, the Great Gate of Egypt. Love to know what hides behind this great gate.
Opening the gate has something to do with these missing seals.
So yeah, this is our goal now. We need the 3 seals from the 3 different areas. Symbols correspond to the areas, and we'll be doing those in order in a minute. So first you got the beetle, then you got the crocodile, then you got the snake.
But only one seems to work.
And obviously you got to bring the seals back here to activate them. And there's the platform. Okay, so what do we do first? I did take a little detour at this point. You don't necessarily need to go here yet, but I wanted to show you ahead of time. There is a extra thing to do, an extra story bit, kind of like a little secret. So basically this area leads you down to a mystery bonus that requires crystals. It needs 3 crystals to open the door, as you'll see what we'll lead up to in a minute. Come to a very mysterious door below the pyramid and the bridge, and there's 3 yellow bits, so I'm assuming we need 3 crystals. Of course, you're wondering, crystals, what are these things? Well, when you start in those 3 areas, the beetle, the snake and the crocodile, we will come across crystals to collect. Of course, we don't need all of them. We need all the crystals. We need 4 crystals, but in each section there's always 5 crystals to collect. So the idea is to collect them all. So if you're someone who finds the puzzles quite hard, what you can do is just collect 4 of the crystals and you'll complete the game. As a completionist we are, as an achievement hunter, if you want to get every achievement, you're going to need all these crystals. So we'll be collecting all the crystals from here on out. So I'll be heading over to the beetle area now. So guys, this is the end of the video. Please join me very shortly when we'll be going and heading to the beetle challenge.